I'm going to show you how to edit an audio file using Audacity, which is a free program that you can download online for Mac and PC. First of all, open Audacity. This is the Audacity interface. This is an Audacity project. You'll want to start off by opening the audio file that you've recorded. You can do this by going to File, Import, Audio, and this will open up a Finder window for you to find the file and import it. Or, if you already know where your file is or have it open in a Finder window, you can take your recording and simply drag and drop it onto your project. Make sure it's onto this grey area here of the Audacity window. When you want to import a file, it'll ask you whether you want to make a copy of it or if you just want to read it. I would suggest making a copy, as it suggests. It's the safer option, and it will mean that if you have any problems, you're not going to mess up the original file. Audacity will take a couple of seconds to import the file, depending on how fast your computer is and how big the file is as well. And there we go. Your file is ready to edit. Now, as you'll see, the Audacity window is pretty cluttered. There's lots of buttons and tools everywhere. Chances are you won't need to touch any of these. The main thing is that you have the selection tool selected so that you can edit the waveform, which is this graphic here, the audio waveform in the project. You may also want to use these magnifying glass buttons so that you can zoom in and zoom out of the waveform. As you zoom in, this will show you what the audio is doing. It's sort of a visual representation of the audio, so you should get an idea of where words and sentences are. To play the audio clip, you just make a selection and press the space bar, and that will play the audio recording back. To stop, press the space bar again, or you can use these buttons at the top here to play, pause, stop. You can also use these buttons here to go back to the beginning, or you can jump to the end of the project. If you can't hear anything, if for some reason Audacity isn't playing back any sound, you may want to use these drop-down menus here, the main one being this little speaker icon. If you click on that, it will give you all the options for speakers that are plugged into your computer. There's also a volume for the playback as well, so if that's down to a minimum, you may not hear anything at all. So, to edit, you simply click on where you want to make a change or a selection. So let's say we want to delete this sentence. You just make a click at the end of the sentence and then drag on the playhead, which is that line. And then once you've made the selection for the area that you want to delete, just hit the backspace on your keyboard. That will get rid of it. You can do the same in either direction. So if you make a selection there, you can move it forward or you can move it backward over the errant audio recording. If you make a mistake when editing, you can press the undo button and it will restore the piece of audio that you accidentally deleted. You can also press redo if you decide that that is actually what you wanted to do. So undo, redo. You can also access this from the edit menu at the top. So undo, redo. When you finish making your edit, you're going to need to do two things. You need to go File, Save Project As. This saves the editable format of your Audacity project. So all of the changes that you've made, this will save that in a way that Audacity can read it later on if you ever want to go back to it. To save your project in an actual audio format that we can play back and use, you have to go to File, Export Audio, and choose your location. You'll have an option for renaming it. If your window is collapsed, you'll need to press this arrow here, and that will let you pick a folder to put it into, so make a note of where you saved your file, otherwise you won't be able to find it later. Then, down here at the bottom, you have format options. Generally, the best choice is WAV. Then, hit save, and it will save your audio recording in an editable format. You'll need to make a note of where you save this so that you can send it through to the video producer.